Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Titan del 86. Here you will find everything from your favorite characters from anime, series or movies, such as figures, statues, trading cards, and other limited special edition items. I will show you everything that is included. For example, we will discuss the design of the box, how it's packaged, the design of the figure, the articulation points, the accessories that are included, and we will see our favorite characters in special scenes. And you never know, you might see other characters make special guest appearances, so you can decide whether it's worth getting or not. Subscribe and join me on new weekly adventures. Now let's start the show. Let's go. Welcome to my channel. My name is Titan del 86, and for today from Beast Wars I present to you Cheetor. This is from the Takara Tomy line known as the Materpiece. So this is MP34. Looking at the size of the box is smaller than the one with Tigatron, if you recall that video very early on this channel. Looking at the rear of the box, it just has so many details of everything that's included in this figure. You have a few screenshots of Cheetor from the series. You have a couple images of him in the cheetah mode with expressions, in addition to him also being displayed in various poses using the different weapons, the different expressions in the robot mode. So let's see what we find inside. Upon opening the box, Cheetor comes in one blister pack. Here you can see the robot layout in his beast mode. It comes with 2 additional faces as well as 2 additional cheetah heads. This is the 360 of Cheetor straight out of the box. He's got a plain expression. He looks kind of sad actually. He's got some really good looking details here, especially you can see it all over the cheetah spots. Here you can see some of the metal parts of the robot integrated into the animal portions. If you look at him from the rear, he sort of loses the animal disguise. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Titan del 86. I remember when Beast Wars first came out, Cheetor was the figure I never got to see in the stores. So here I'm driving at home, I finally got Cheetor in my collection.
Hey, look at me! I'm a cheetah! No, I'm Cheetor!
Now let's see what articulation points come with Cheetor in his beast mode. So for the head, you can rotate it. Just be careful, you rotate it enough, it comes off. The mouth opens, but it's really difficult to get him to do that. You gotta kind of like pry it open. There you can see his teeth. One thing to note on the articulation for the head, you get the 180, but if you're able to carefully pull it, it exposes the neck, so now you can tilt his head down, up, and you can also go sideways. So you can have him looking to the right and looking to the left. So now you can even do angle looks, as you see there. Or even upper looks. You get a lot of articulation out of the head by doing this. Here's a little bit of the shoulder. You can bring it down, or you can bring it all the way up. But there he's got actual whiskers. Looks like this can move sideways, just like you see it there. And you can get more motion out of it too. Right there. This is as far up as it goes. And then inside here, you can rotate it for 360 if you needed to. And I think this looks like it rotates too. Let's find out. Yep, right here. See that? It's got movement there. Then you can straighten the leg out. This is as far as it goes. Then on the paw, that's as far as it goes. Forward, it goes this far. But it does not rotate. I guess with the rotations that you have for the rest of the arm, I suppose that's enough to get them to do whatever you're trying to do in the beast mode point of things. But just in case you were wondering. Then not much here. Unless you're trying to transform it, I don't think you're gonna be able to open this fully. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to open this fully without breaking the character of the robot. The tail, it's got a couple line segments here. That's as high as it can go. And then this is as far inboard as you can get it. Now for the legs, that's as far as you can get it. You'll probably bring it all the way down so you can get the 360. You straighten it up this far. And it looks like you can rotate it. Hopefully I'm doing the beast mode here, going straight into the robot mode without trying to. And it looks like there's some movement here. Let's find out. Right here, you can tuck it in. And then for the paw, that's as straight as it goes. Back into that 90 degree. A lot of the movement, I'm not sure if it was because you need all those joints to move to get them to transform into the robot, or is it just because I was thinking of the cheetah movements? Guess we'll find out when we transform them. Cheetor comes with 3 different expressions. The first one is the surprise expression. The next one is the neutral one, which is the only one that looks right when the mouth is closed. And finally, the other one is the anger expression. The other thing to note is that the eyes are all interchangeable. The eyes also come in with 3 different features, one where it's looking to the left, center, and to the right. This will allow you to get different combinations of expressions depending on what scene you're trying to do. The 2 expressions that are showing the canine teeth, they don't look really good when the mouth is in the closed position. In this scene, I'm using Cheetor with the freaked out expression. If you recall from the show, Cheetor was the youngest one out of the whole crew of the Maximals that landed with Optimus. And because he was also the youngest one, for some reason he was always the one that was always getting into trouble. Regardless of what Optimus or Rat Trap would tell him, he would just go out on his way and he always ended up getting in trouble. So in this scene, he's sliding, trying to hold on to something because he's really freaking out while he's doing mischievous things. I don't know why, but in this pose, he reminds me of Tony the Tiger, even though he's a cheetah. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Titan del 86. One thing that I'm not seeing on this Cheetor figure versus the Tigertron is the articulation on the tail. On this one, you can only move the tail up and down, where on the Tigertron, you had the ability to rotate, so you could actually put in some side movement. That is something that this figure lacks. Would have been nice if they included it. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking about this Cheetor Maximal.
shredded or sizzled. What a choice.
In this scene, I have Cheetor prowling. He's stalking his prey here. You can see him with the left arm stretched out. I gave him the expression where he's looking to the left. He's showing his teeth and his eyes are squint. He's narrow focusing on his target, ready to strike. He has his body close to the floor as well, building up all that kinetic energy as he makes his next move. He has some really good details. For the most part, the body so far feels like full hard plastic. I haven't seen any soft plastics yet or any other type of material. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Titan86. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking about this Cheetor in his beast mode. I would have loved for them to have done more with the legs to try to hide more of the robot features. I don't know, maybe they could have gave it some covers or something just so when you look at them from the rear or the side, or you focus your eyes on the feet, you don't see the robot parts. I think that was the only thing out of these Masterpiece figures that I've seen so far where it sort of lacks. But other than that, it's pretty good as far as covering the robot parts and giving you that image of the animal. I guess we will see when this new Transformers movie come out, see how they integrate the Cheetor. In this scene, I have Cheetor with the regular expression. I gave him the eyes that are looking to the left. Here, I tilted his head so he's looking up, because in this scene, Cheetor is walking next to Rhinox and Optimus as they're talking, and he's gaining more knowledge. Since out of the whole crew, he's the most inexperienced one. So here he's paying attention and exchanging conversation with both Optimus Prime and Rhinox. One thing that I'm liking about this figure is because it gives you 3 different expressions and 3 different ways to tilt the eyes. You get the ability to recreate a bunch of scenes, especially if you're collecting the rest of the Beast Wars Masterpiece lines. You could basically recreate any scene that you want. I could literally do this whole video in his beast mode poses. The one thing is I need the rest of the Transformers to go along with it.
Okay, I'll never do that again. Until the next time.
So Cheetor comes in with 2 sets of instructions. One is in its native language and the other one is supposed to have a little bit more English on it. But at the end of the day, honestly, you could have just did it with one, because it doesn't give you enough English to figure out what the instructions are saying anyway. So this is the first side of the instructions of the quote-unquote, I'm going to call it the English version. On this side, it shows you how to assemble the weapon, how to attach it to Cheetor, and how to do some of the poses with it. Then it also shows you some images from the show. It also shows you Cheetor's status. Flipping the quote-unquote English instructions, it shows you how to transform Cheetor from the animal mode into the robot mode. Here's a quick pass of the other version of the instructions, just in case you was wondering. As you can see, it's identical to the first one I just showed you. Again, you immediately see Cheetor's stats, and you have a couple pictures of him doing different poses, as well as him being in the Cheetah mode. Now that I flipped it over, you can basically see the same thing you saw earlier, which is just the same instructions, which basically shows you how to transform him from beast mode back into robot mode. Looking at the instructions, looks like he has about 27 steps, so let's see how difficult or easy these steps will be. Wish me luck. Here's the 360 of Cheetor in his robot form. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on IG at Titan86, and don't forget to share the video. Here I have both of his guns stored tucked away in his back, which I know in the show you never saw him this way. He just looks really bulky on the backside. Luckily the figure is really solid, so he has a strong stance. Therefore, being top heavy is not an issue for him. You could easily balance the figure. Let me know in the comments from the Transformers Beast Wars which one was your favorite Maximal. To transform him going through all 27 steps, I give this an 8 out of 10 on the difficulty scale. And I think partially of that was that some of the joints were really stiff, so you have to be careful where you don't want to break them, but you also try to follow the sections as far as the movable parts go. The other thing, again, the instructions on some sections weren't clear. As you see from the transformation, I did struggle on what to do once you popped out the robot head and you still had the beast head attached. For some reason, the instructions didn't make it clear that you were supposed to remove the whole head, so there I spent some time trying to tuck it in behind the chest until I realized that the head was supposed to come off. For the blaster that has the cheetah guts on it, that one was a little difficult trying to pull out the rifle. I had to really dig my nails into it to get the crevices just to pop it out.
Beaster Bot, we're still the baddest! Yeah!
Now let's see what articulations come with Cheetor in his robot form. So the head can easily swing up. Obviously he cannot look down. You can rotate it so he can look to both his left and his right. As far as the arms go, you're basically limitless. You can straight up go up, straight up go down, technically you can rotate the arm 360. The only issue is because this little section from the cheetah arms is blocking you, so therefore you're not able to make him fully go back. You could extend the arms. And you can rotate them 360. There's the elbow, and actually on the elbow you could probably get even more. Thanks to how he was transformed, you could actually do something that not even SH Figure Arts can do. Now for the wrist, you could do 360, but you gotta be careful because this little piece here from the cheetah backside blocks you. But I think if you move it a little bit there through the thanks to that joint, you could open the hand. That's as far as I can get it. You do 360 there. You could close it, and I think the thumb looks like it wants to move. I guess not. You could turn it a little bit, not a whole lot though. So he's got some wrist movement there. That head is kind of loose. I have to figure out how to tie it. Now, for him to go all the way forward, this is as far as his arms can go. You have good rotation here, coming from the shoulder joint, similar to how we've seen on SH Figure Arts. This is kind of showing the mechanism of it. This is as far as back as they go. Now as far as the torso, can you rotate? You can rotate. You cannot move up and down on the chest. The legs, you could possibly do everything. You could do splits. That's as high as he goes. Here you're limited again because of the cheetah feet, or else this will probably go all the way back. He has this type of movement. Could do 360 on the foot. thanks again to his transformation. For the knee, this is as high as it goes. You could actually go forward if you wanted to. Again, thanks to the transformation of the cheetah. So I don't think that would be natural anyway. Then, as far as the toes go, you can do this. Only to the side. You can withdraw it in. And then for the toe. This is as far down as you can bring the toe, almost right to the heel. So he's got some really good articulation points. Honestly, way better than an SH figure art, but again, this is a transformer, so these joints have to do a lot of things. Now, just like the original Beast Wars, for those of you that went to Walmart or them stores that were available during the 90s that used to sell these Beast Wars toys, one of the things that they always had was a card that would basically give you a picture of the robot. And then when you flipped it over, it will basically show you the status of the transformer as well as a mini bio. Here you see both Cheetor in the beast mode and the robot mode. Cheetor only comes with 3 expressions. The first one is his neutral one. The one in the middle is one where he is surprised. Then the one on the right, he has a small smile. Because it's very difficult for you to see Cheetor's expressions, I shined a light behind it so you can kind of see what he really looks like. Since the mouthpiece and the eyes are translucent pieces, when you shine the light behind it, he tends to glow. In this scene, I have Cheetor flying through the air, shooting his blaster at Waspinator. On this one, I gave them the expression where he's smiling. Every time they had a group confrontation, they always matched up Cheetor against Waspinator. It would have been nice if he came with some effect parts to show the blaster. Let me know in the comments what you think about this Masterpiece Cheetor. I really like his color combination between the yellow and the blue. If you like what you see, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Overall, as I was transforming the figure, I did see some issues with the paint job, but looking at it now at the finished product, the minor issues remain hidden. It does have a paint splash near the face, but it's very minimal. Unless you're looking for it, you're not going to really notice it. One thing to note, getting the weapon on and off his hand is really difficult. It's like you gotta find the right angle so it attaches using the little key features that are given, but even removing it is also difficult.
Fast Cat 1, Spider, Zippo. Beast mode.
In this scene, I have Cheetor sneaking into the Predacon base. In this one, I used his rifle weapon. I gave him that surprise expression because he went and got caught. If you recall, this was one of the scenes where they had the peace treaty, I believe. And they were crawling into the Predacon base, him and Red Trap, and they got caught. So they immediately asked Rhinox to give him backup. One thing I would have liked to have seen is more expressions out of him. If you like what you see, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Overall, the figure's got some really good articulation points. Like I mentioned earlier, there isn't a scene that you can't capture with them. The other thing is there were some sections that didn't really fit well. I believe that was just probably due to the tolerancing on the figure, but overall it looks pretty sharp. The only thing I'm not liking about this figure, and it's probably just on my particular one, is that the head is kind of loose when tilting it up and down. For some reason it's not as tight as all the other joints, but other than that he looks really sharp and fantastic. In this scene I have Cheetor in the heat of combat. He's using both of his weapons as he's fighting a bunch of Predacons coming at him. I gave them the normal expression because he's a cool cat. One thing I would like for them to improve on this type of figures is the wrist, just to make sure that they can actually grip the weapons. Like I mentioned before, I do have difficulties attaching the blaster that has the guts to his hand. It is really difficult to snap it on and off. The one for the rifle one, it would have been nice if the tail allowed some rotation instead of just going up and down. That way you could angle it, because when you try to put it in his hands, obviously up and down, it gets in the way, so you kind of have to tilt it a little bit using the wrist. So it makes it a bit difficult, as well as attaching it or trying to get a good angle out of the weapon. If you like what you see, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Instagram at Titan del 86. I really like the paint job on the figure. It has a lot of vibrant colors that allow it to pop. Especially since Cheetor has been one of my favorite Maximals. Let me know in the comments if you prefer Transformers or Beast Wars. This is all I have for you today. If you like what you see, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. And I will see you next week with a brand new one. Thank you and bye.